Hello everyone, Kurell here again, and today we're going to talk about another random Bible fact involving the Catholic Church, everyone's favorite denomination of Christianity, which of course I have my reservations against with respect to their beliefs and their practices. But what we're going to look at is a passage from the Old Testament that sounds quite similar to some of the practices that they do in their church, particularly during their Mass. So when we look at the book of Jeremiah and chapter 44, we see here in verse 19 it reads, "When we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men?" So we see some things that sound very familiar to the practices done by the Catholics, such as the little cakes and the drink offerings, the incense, the worship of the Queen of Heaven, etc., etc. And now the Catholics are going to see how they take their practices from the Last Supper with the breaking of the bread and such. But the thing with that is that that's more of a spiritual transaction in remembrance of Christ rather than a literal practice that needs to happen. But what is so striking is that the practice is so similar to a passage from Jeremiah, which is of course before Christ was ever even born in this world. So it really makes you question, why is it that the Catholic Church, the supposed Christian church, has very similar practices to something that happened before Christ was even alive in relation to a pagan tradition with the worshiping the Queen of Heaven, which is similar to the way they venerate Mary herself, the mother of Jesus. So that's an interesting thing to think about and something you may not have known.